Guys, this is Little Gamer Out, and welcome to my Johansen LP. We are here with Lark and Jade, of course, and they have gone out tonight, and Jade, who is the leader of the Parthias Club, has invited Lark to join the club. And so she invited her out with the whole club to see if she, felt like it was a good fit for her, if it was a club that she would like to be a part of. And so Lark said, sure, why not. And so, yeah, so we have Marcus Flex and Eva Caprocia and Paulo Roca. And those are the other members of the club. And, yeah, one of the requirements is to be romantic with everyone. And Lark, that's the one thing Lark is like, because Lark was always kind of like conservative, you know what I'm saying? She just really wasn't in any serious relationships, and then she got into the one really serious relationship that didn't work out, and now she's in a club that encourages you just to kind of play the field and kind of explore those things. And so she's a little nervous about that. She's like, I'm not sure if I'm really ready for that, to be like all flirty and whatnot. But oh my god, he is like every freaking where. But anyways, apparently Lark has acquired the DJ skill, so she's really, I think, taking to this whole nightlife really good. Oh, and she's also, Abel is just will not get out of her face. Okay, she's just like having a good time, and I don't think she's trying to. Let's just go over here, and yeah. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Lark, has finished her motivational book, and she has sent it off to be published, or she sent it off to sell it to be published. And yeah, she's really excited to have that book done, and to, kind of like have that chapter of her life kind of behind her. Now she feels like she can move on, and even being with Abel in the same room, even though she still can't stand him, she has been able to move past a lot of that hostility to where she can tolerate him, I guess you could say. And so, yeah, maybe they can one day mend things up and be able to be friends. I don't know. She's not trying to think that far ahead, but she is, that is something that she's not as opposed to as she once was. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's see. Where is Jade at? She is coming back downstairs. I guess she went to the bathroom. And, yeah, so the roommate situation is working out really, really good. We had Eliza Pancakes try to come over right before they came out to the club tonight, and Jade immediately, because of course Jade knows the entire story and everything, and so Jade jumped up and ran to the door, and it was immediately like, you get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? And Eliza's just like, oh, I'm sorry. And she took off running because she did not realize that Jade had moved in. And so now Lark is no longer alone, and yeah, but it was so crazy. It was so intense. Even Jade's heart was pounding, and she had had the intense mood going on because she was so tense from it. It was so stressful because it's just like she is seeing firsthand the crazy that is Eliza Pancakes. Like, seriously. So, and Lark feels relieved because now it's just like somebody has seen firsthand that it's not just her being dramatic, that, this woman is legit nuts. So, it felt really, really good for Lark to kind of like see somebody have her back. And as soon as Eliza took off, she went out to the porch and was just like, thank you so much. And Jade was like, she's like, you were not kidding, Lark. Like, she is straight up wacko. And when she saw me, her eyes bugged out because she was not expecting anybody to come out but Lark. So we'll see if Eliza finally backs off. It's going to be interesting though now that because Jade is like someone who does not take crap from nobody. She's not afraid of confrontation, And yeah, and she's a really good friend. She's loyal. She's like, you know what? You mess with my friends, you're messing with me. And I think that is like, I think really what makes her a really good friend to people is because she's loyal like that. So yeah, and we have Death sitting here getting down. But oh yeah, I got Lark a new outfit because I just was not feeling the jeans and t-shirt. It just was not flattering on her. And this is from the movie Hangout Stuff Pack, and I think it looks awesome on her. It's very flattering. I just think she looks a lot more put together with like a dress on, in my opinion. But she's definitely beautiful. And yeah, I think it's like 3 in the morning. We're gonna go ahead and have these wild and crazy kids. We're going in the gathering. And Lark is still kind of up in the air of whether she wants to stay a part of this club or not. And of course, she's also in the avant gardes, and she held that gathering in the last part, if you remember. And yeah, they were a little weird. It was like very cult-ish. It was just really, really weird. And we'll be right back as soon as they get home. As I was saying before, the loading screen popped up. Yeah, the avant-garde's kind of crazy little group of people there. Let's see. What was her name? Maki? Yeah, like everybody was like, she's the great leader. I don't know where I would be without Maki. I don't know. It was a really, really strange the way everybody just. And even when she tried to, have a conversation, she wasn't like, "Are you all a cult?" or anything. She wasn't like trying to talk to anybody in that manner, but she was just like, so she was just like asking questions about the club and how she felt about being a leader and about the members, just trying to get to know her and get to know a little bit more about the club. And all Maki would say is like, "I am the leader," and everybody. I don't know. She just did not take to anybody, or she did not take to Lark asking any questions whatsoever. She looked at it like, "What do you want to know? You be a good little member and you just, do what I say and you don't ask me questions." It was just kind of the vibe she set off, like, I'm the leader, and I think if you ask everybody, they're pretty satisfied with my leadership. And Lark was kind of inside of her mind going, I'm not questioning that. She just thought it was really weird. She was just like, I don't understand why she's getting kind of defensive. And so she thought maybe she was just reading into it too much, or I don't know. She's going to give it one more shot. And if everybody is still acting all funky and weird, then she's probably not going to stay into it because despite that, there is so much positive that she's gotten from being in this club. For example, like, she loves books. Obviously, she's a writer. She's gotten books published, and she really enjoys the conversation. It's very intelligent, very smart. It's just very engaging, and they talk about a lot of books, and and it's just like all of that side of it is very fulfilling. It was just whenever you discuss actual like club membership or leadership or anything, everybody just kind of took this weird turn. And so she's trying not to read too much into it. I guess she's going to work. Yeah, Jade is going to work. She is actually considering going into photography. It's something that she's always wanted to do. She's not at all satisfied in her current job. She works in the office. She's like an office worker, and it's very like unfulfilling and just very like ugh. But she knows that was a huge reason why she got, like she's got all this rent now. You know what I'm saying? She's splitting half of these bills on this house, and she can't very well just quit her job. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like what Lark just did and why she had to take on a roommate to begin with, because she knows the money that she got from her inheritance and the money she gets from her book royalties are just not enough to cover this house. So this is a pretty good size house, especially for a single person or for 2 people. It's very roomy, and the bills can get quite expensive. So yeah, Jade can't really quit her job because she doesn't have that luxury. Um, let's see. Actually, I don't know if she got sent that off because as soon as we sent it off, she went to the club. So let's see. Okay, sell to publisher. Or do we want to submit the book copy to literary? I think we'll sell to publisher because it interrupted it because we like zoned into the club scene, so she didn't get to do that. So she's actually now she's selling it to the publisher, and she's really excited. As you can see, she's really smiling, and she's just like, yay! And so it's out in the world now. Each day, Lark will earn a moderate amount of royalties. And let's see, can we? I guess we can't do too much with it there. So yeah, she sold it, and now she feels like this weight has been lifted off of her shoulders. And you know, because she's been working on this book for a very long time, as y'all know if you've been following this LP, you know, and a lot. In case you haven't, just a really quick, this book is like a motivational book. It's really just a book, a collection of tips and advice and stories that have helped her through her life, and a lot of it is advice and stories that you know her dad had told her to help her through hard times or to help her make decisions. And a lot of it is her mother as well had a lot of good advice. And of course there's a lot of personal stories of her own, you know, with the whole Abel drama, and you know, and of course the loss of her mother and the loss of her dad. And so there's a lot of things that she has learned on her own just through that, and using all of this life advice that she has acquired over her lifetime through her parents and friends. And it's just a collection of those things to kind of help people like they have helped her. And writing this book was just a huge, was very therapeutic for her, and it helped her to really come to terms with a lot of things and put things in perspective. And like I said, you know, when she was out and there was Abel, she was able to really cope, I guess, and deal with the fact that he's there and that she's going to run into him. You know, this is a small town, and you're going to run into each other, and you're going to have to learn how to be civil. And I think through this whole process, she's been able to achieve that. Now the bills have come in, and Jade has already left her portion of the money, and so she's going to pay the bills, and they are paid now. And it's just like such a huge relief. Lark is like, okay, I only have to pay half of this, and it just feels really, really good for her now. And of course, she's loving the new decorations. As you can see, this is all new and fresh here. Where's she at? Anyways, where's she going? Oh, she's paying the bills. I do have a video. It's kind of like a house tour, and it's kind of showing you, you know, the new updated look of the living room, and you know, all of the different rooms and stuff. So I will leave a link to that in the description box so you can watch that. So I won't spend any time kind of going through it. But it's just like, it feels like a, you know, not only does it feel like a new start, but it's like a visual reminder of a fresh start, because there's all this new, fresh stuff. And so it's just like a really coming full circle at this point for her. And as you see, she's happy and she's playful, and she's just like, you know what, this is good. Life is good. Really, really good. I think what I want to have her do is go jogging, because she sold her book to a publisher. A publisher has bought it, and she is just really excited. I mean, she's been getting book royalties in from her self-published books and from her other little short story book that she had published. But now this was really big. Like, this was a big deal. And oh my dear Lord, we just lost another one of Bob's plants. Oh God. His garden is gone, guys. It's so sad. I think every time Lark has to go out there and dispose of another dead plant, her eyes water up, because look at it. Because you remember when Bob was alive, this thing was like full. And there was like trees and plants and everything. And now it's just like we just lost this now. And it's just like, oh my God. We're down to 3 plants now. That is so sad. She just does not have that green thumb that Bob has. She never did acquire that. Plus, she was so busy writing that book and trying to kind of get her own life together. And she just feels, every time she has, like I said, every time she has to go out and dispose of another dead plant, she just feels like she has disappointed her dad a little. You know, she's just like, oh my God, Dad would just be so disappointed in me right now. So we're going to have her go ahead and dispose of that dead tree. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And she just like threw away another plant not too long ago. And it was just like, oh my God. Anyways, what's done is done. I think she's probably just going to go ahead and clean this up and just kind of not try to make it happen anymore, because every time she gets out here and has to do, clean up another mess, it's just another reminder of everything that is just, love her heart. I feel for her. But she does need to clean up the kitchen as well, because it is looking pretty stinky right now, so we're going to have her know. Where are you going? What are you doing? No, you need to come in here and clean up, clean and mop. And we're going to have her speed through that. What time does Jay get home anyways? Because I think what she's going to do is buy probably a little photo set. Because again, that's what she really wants to do. So if she can kind of start getting established now while she has her real job, then maybe by the time she can get some clients up and get some real work going, then maybe she can actually quit her office job and do photography full time. That's what she's been thinking, and her and Lark have been talking about it. She's like, yeah, whatever you need to do. And she's actually thinking about, because she does have a friend in her mom's, spit it out. Jade has a friend. Jade's mom has a friend that could build her a little photography studio out here, and that's what she was thinking about doing with this garden, because she's failing at it anyways. And so Lark is like, this would be a perfect little spot maybe to build a little photography studio, a little starter building, if you will. And I don't know what that they kind of have talked about it. I don't know if and when it will ever happen, but yeah, she is like so tense too. She is an ambitious sim, and she's I think having a lot of the same trouble that Lark had with the boss, just demanding all of this work but never rewarding her for all of that work. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah. Let's see what she's just in a good mood. She's got her book published, and she is like taking the day off and just having fun. I'm just so proud of her. And that just has to be such a relief to have that book published, I think, because now she can start writing her mystery novel that she was been planning on writing, kind of like a mystery crime novel. And so yeah, I think we'll have her start that actually. Kind of start writing kind of like the notes and stuff like that. Who's this coming up here? Yeah, this chick, I don't know who she is. We'll go talk to her. Cheerful introduction. So we'll have her go do that. I think that might be one of Jade's friends. I'm not sure. Have her come in here, but we're going to introduce ourselves and see who she is, see what her story is, because every person that Lark meets these days is somebody that she feels like, let me get to know who they are, and she sees them as a potential storyline. I don't know if that's normal or not, but that's the way Lark kind of approaches people, because she's very interested in people. Holy crap! You've got to be kidding me. The bee is back. And now she's talking to this Kaylee, and oh my gosh. She's like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? Like, I mean, yell at. She's like, you're going to have to excuse me, Kaylee. I'm going to have to, like, handle some pretty ugly. And tell her to go the freak away. I don't understand it. Can we not, like, call the police on her? Like, honestly. That would be awesome if we could call the police on her. I don't think you can, but we really should be able to. You know what I'm saying? Be like able to call 911 or something. And actions, no. Okay, let's get Jade in here because Jade's already tense, and Jade is not going to be in any kind of mood. Rude introduction. Okay, we'll do this. And she's like, I've got your back. And Lark is like, I'm out of here. And let's see. Mean, don't you sit down? Go away. She's like, why would you go away? You are crazy. You know, look at her. She's like, you are freaking crazy, and I'm about to really freaking... I don't understand what this woman... Look at her. She's crazy. You could tell she's not all there. Like, look at that face. Yell at... And... Oh my god, why would she leave? Like, I've never seen a sim just not, like, that keeps coming back. We have never been friendly with her. We've never invited her in. Oh my god, it's just, like, annoying. Okay, we're gonna have her eat and then take a shower because she's exhausted and hungry. And Lark she's taking a nap. She's like, I just can't deal with these people right now. And... what is she doing? The grill is, like, I don't know what she's doing. I guess she's taking a shower? Okay. And, I don't know what's going on here. You invited her in. Okay, so she's going to have to apologize. She's like, I am so sorry about the fight. That woman is kind of strange. Is he friendly? And we're going to ask her about her career and see what she's about. Because we've talked to her briefly before, but we don't really, you know, just kind of more like acquaintances at this point. Lark has learned that Kaylee is an athlete at the other sports team. Okay, that's good to know. That is really good to know. And of course, she is playing a sports game on the computer, so that's kind of cool. Friendly and other sims, and she's going to ask about another sim. Let's see. Oh, we're going to ask about Maki, see if she knows anything about Maki, see if she has any kind of juicy gossip or any thing to kind of confirm what she's suspecting with her. So yeah, we'll see what's happening here. What does she have to say about Maki? She's kind of like trying to explain without being too, like, without leading her into it. She's like, oh, I haven't had the pleasure of meeting Maki, so she doesn't know her. So that's kind of like a dead end. That's fine, I guess. And we're asking about her favorite author. Okay, Yuki Bear. Hey, we haven't gathered in quite a while. Perhaps we should all meet. Okay, this is Lark's chance to kind of test the waters again and kind of pay a little bit more attention to see how people are acting. So we are going to go to the avant-garde meeting. We're going to brave it and see how it goes now. And we're going to see how this goes. I don't know. She has this kind of like trepidation about it right now, but she's just going to try to give him a chance because I mean she's still trying to get to know him, and that's what she keeps reminding herself. She's letting her imagination run away with her at this point. But she is going to talk to her. Let's see if we can talk about the book. Oh yeah, she's going to discuss her latest book that she just had published, and to see what everybody has to say. because everybody does seem very supportive. That's why she feels like maybe she's being a little dramatic about it, because they're all been really supportive of her work, and she's actually let them read a couple of rough drafts, and they're just like, oh yeah, this is really good, and they seem very sincere about, their advice and about their opinions on some of her work. So she just is trying not to judge them too harshly at this point. So, and Maki's like, yes, I've seen that, and she's bought it. She's telling her, she's like, I haven't got to read it yet, but I do have it, and yeah. So Lark is like going to give them special copies as soon as she gets them in, and they're like, you're gonna have to sign them and everything. So that's why she just feels kind of like, she doesn't want to rush into any kind of judgment on them. See what's going on. I want to have her come in here and sit down and have this meeting, I guess you could say. So everybody's going in, and everybody is... Where are you going? Stop walking away. You could come and sit down right here. Okay, everybody does not want to sit together, apparently. Okay. Anyways, I guess he's getting us another coffee. But yeah, they've just been discussing these books, and again, the part that she has really enjoyed about this club is the literary discussions, the intelligent conversation. And we're going to have her... Oh, she's got to use the bathroom. Okay, go use the bathroom then. Sorry. I didn't realize that's what you were doing. And she is like so tired as well. So again, see, everybody seems pretty normal. So she doesn't really understand. And now she's starting to second guess herself. And maybe they were just being silly. Like, she doesn't really know. At this point, she's like still like enjoying their company right now, even though she's exhausted and tired. It is like 10 o'clock at night, and she's been going all day, and she's got her book published and all that adrenaline. Now she's having kind of like that crash, I think. And of course, Eliza coming over. It's just like exhaust. That woman is exhausting. And so, yeah, she's just probably going to go ahead and go back home. She kind of went out with them and kind of hung out a little bit, but I think she's ready to go home and just kind of go to bed. They had a little bit of conversation, and talked about her new book being published, and everybody again is so super supportive that she's just kind of wondering if she didn't hallucinate the whole cult thing. I don't know. We will just have to wait and see. But we're going to go ahead and have Lark going home for the night, and we're going to end this part here. And I hope you guys enjoyed this part, and if you did, thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.